Hello and welcome to the Random Talks, where we speak of everything and nothing at the same damn time. As you can see, we are speaking on Passport Bros. Okay, you can't tell, but I'm pretty sure I just got goosebumps from mentioning their name. I feel like if you say it 3 times, they might appear. I think I got 2 more times to say it, and then it's up. But before we get into my first segment, shit I found on the internet, I do want to announce today's sponsor, Aura. Last year was a wake-up call for all of us. We've seen a number of high-profile data breaches that have raised serious concerns about personal information security. For example, Dell experienced a breach that exposed 3.9 million customer records, including sensitive information, and it didn't stop there. Ticketmaster experienced a massive breach compromising over 560 million customer records. But most alarming, just a few months ago, National Public Data experienced a major breach that potentially impacted every American, which exposed critical information like your full name, address, date of birth, phone number, and even your social security number. It's been confirmed that members of a hacker group have even released this sensitive information online for free. If you haven't been taking your online security seriously before, now is the time to act, especially in today's digital world, because you're more vulnerable than ever before. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about my personal information anymore because I use today's sponsor, Aura. Aura monitors your personal data, including your social security number, across billions of data points, like the dark web and public court records. And in case the worst happens, Aura provides up to $5 million in identity theft insurance. Aura also offers a variety of tools to keep you safe online, such as real-time alerts for data breaches, a VPN for secure browsing, data broker opt-outs to stop companies from selling your personal information, and even a password manager to create and store your strong passwords. I'm not leaving myself or my family vulnerable to data breaches, and you don't have to either. Go to aura.com/therandomtalks to try Aura out for 2 weeks. Protect yourself and your loved ones today. Aura has your back. Now let's get back to the video. Oh, you said we're eating? Oh, you said bills are gonna be paid on time? Right. Anyway, I am wearing a corset right now, so y'all will hear friction and deep breaths, bitch. Just please excuse the friction and deep breaths in advance, girl. But now you may be questioning, what exactly is a passport bro, Kyra? Let me tell you what I found on Fox News. Yeah, I'm gonna have the article in the bottom. Yeah. Today's segment is based off of Fox News, so if it made it to the news from TikTok, it must be serious. So it says here, the viral moment coined as passport bros on TikTok refers to men seeking foreign women who they believe come from more conservative backgrounds and therefore place more emphasis on family and loyalty. In many cases, these passport bros claim to seek out non-Western women out of frustration or wanting something new. They often blame feminism and impossible standards by US women as the reason for them seeking out relationships overseas. I'm gonna read the comments before I give my take. Let me revise that. I'm gonna try to read the comments before I give my take, right? Let's see how long I'll last. Let's see if I do last. First comment says, married for 48 years to a wonderful woman, strong, smart, and beautiful. She was a great mother, wife, and partner. She was a conventional woman that enjoyed taking care of the kids and keeping a clean home. When the boys were in early teens, she went to work part-time, but she never let her home responsibilities fall behind. I lost her to a long illness. Oh my God. And that's because you didn't want to fucking help her around the house. I'm just gonna say it, bitch. I'm just gonna say it. You put too much stress on. I'm just saying. I ain't even go, all right, because it could be like a internal illness, that. So I don't want to say it, but sometimes stress can kill people, bitch. She got all boys in the house, you included, because you a grown-ass man, but you let her take care of everything and she go to work. Right, okay, right. So I'm gonna read it. I was able to care for her by working from home for the last 2 years. After about 2 years from her passing, I looked for another wife, but what I found in the USA were angry women, hostile women that didn't want a partner. They wanted a provider. They wanted to be independent on my money. They thought they were so special. I should be grateful they went out with me, made all kinds of demands. I looked overseas in Southeast Asia, mainly in Thailand. I was lucky I found another woman that family was important to, that was strong, smart, and beautiful. I knew within 6 months she was the one, but it took a year to show her I was the right guy for her. She is a little younger than me by 17 years. 17 years! Right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you left a high income country to go to a middle income country to look for a wife. Well, I don't even want to say wife. To look for a maid. Because you couldn't find one in a high income country. You went to find a woman that was in a different position. Knowingly different position. Knowing that your proposition of a good loving husband, a better life, knowing that. I'm not going to say what I was about to say because I'm going to save that for the end. When I start, I'm going to start. So I'm going to wait. Next comment says, the secret. Just like us men aren't all that, you women aren't all that. We are all imperfect, but love, real love covers a multitude of sins. As we get older, we appreciate the company of a warm body and the someone who gets you while you get them too. Relationships are work, but can be rewarding. Another comment says, I met my wife when she was visiting from Eastern Europe for what was a month that stretched to 7. I followed her back to Europe when she had to complete an internship. After having a rough 3-year college relationship, I found my wife, bright, motivated, pretty, and incredibly genuine and honest, with strong family values, which was the opposite of US girls. We have been married for 21 years now. The American woman, rightfully so, demanded equality and equal rights over 60 years ago. However, equality was never the objective, and now that they have everything under their control, they have no idea how to manage it. Their inability to multitask in life has caused the breakdown of the entire American society. We're putting the blame on American women when the government controls society and mostly men fill up the government. Wait, I don't mean to get political, but if we're being technical, because like we could ask Siri right now and be like, Siri, who the fuck controls society? And I guarantee, you know what? Who controls society?
Government is the official authority that runs a society.
Yes, my Siri is a man because I like a man that does what I say. But you see how easy it is to just think you gonna blame equal rights for our current state of society when the government, did you look outside today? There's one more comment, so let's just read that and then continue. I spent almost 20 years living in Europe. I'm an average looking guy, but over there, trust me, you will have a lot of fun. I felt like a 10. European women love American guys. I was with beautiful women that wouldn't have given me the time of day back at home in the US. I finally met the right one and have been with her for 12 years. I hate to stereotype, but I found that American women are selfish and unfaithful. I feel that a lot of guys are turning to foreign women because of the excessive cheating here. 4 of my very good friends who are supposedly happily married have been cheated on. American women seem to be concerned primarily about themselves, career, money, your job, etc. The majority are materialistic gold diggers. Okay, I've had about enough of you. I've had enough. We have to unpack that because y'all lame niggas. All right, no, we can't start like that. They said it themselves. I was with beautiful women that wouldn't have given me the time of day back at home in the US. At least you know, right? Let's start there. At least you know. I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between when I tell you this. All women can cheat, right? They seem to be concerned about themselves, career, money, your job. Well, of course, you would like to know if the partner you're dating is a suitable partner. I'm pretty sure the girl you met in Europe, she was like, who is this man? What does he do for work? Does he make as much money as me? Can he provide for my family and my home just as I can provide for my family and my home, or am I going to have to take care of him? I feel like anyone you get with, those are just reasonable concerns. Of course, you should care about yourself. Of course, you should care about your career. Of course, you should care about how much money you're making. Of course, you should care about your partner's money, because as much as people act like they don't, like it's not an important topic in a relationship, it's very important. Whether they make as much, whether they don't make as much, whether they make the same, it's important, because if you're building a life with this person, let me repeat, if you're building a life with this person, the money matters. I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but the money matters. Now, depending on the relationship, it may matter how much, it may matter how frequent, but the money itself is primarily very important in a relationship, right? And then you said your job, etc. Of course, you would want to know, again, what is my partner doing for work? Does my partner care what I'm doing for work? Am I putting my all into my career as well? These are, again, reasonable things to care about. I can understand there's a fine line of when it might get a bit toxic, but bringing these things up and being like, that's all Americans seem to be concerned about. Oh, sorry, American women care about basic ways of life. And you think you went to Europe and found a bitch that doesn't care about that? Like, that's just, I see you just want something to talk shit about. And that's okay, because that's why I have my podcast, because I can talk shit about this. And I'm going to talk shit about you. The majority are materialistic gold diggers. I'm not even gonna comment on that. It just don't even make no sense to say nothing, bro. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to make a comment on that. I would like to emphasize, I see no problem in someone traveling and falling in love. I think that is great. I see no problem with someone maybe leaving with the hopes of falling in love and finding someone to love. But I do see the problem when these men, and they're typically middle-aged and higher, that go and seek these younger women in different positions in life, and they pray. That's my problem. That's the problem. Like, again, passport bros, the problem isn't that you're traveling and finding love. The problem is you're traveling and you're praying. The problem is knowing that if you go to a certain country, you go from being the bottom in your country to being the top in another country, and taking advantage of that, taking advantage of these women, taking advantage of this person. That is the problem. That's when it gets weird, and that's when it gets freaky. Especially because a lot of y'all nasty piece of shit motherfuckers go to these countries knowing that the legal age is low. Knowing that the legal age of consent is low, and you go and you prey on these younger women because you know if you did that shit here, locked up, they won't let me out. What Akon is gonna sing it for? Bro, y'all do this literally everywhere. You go to the Caribbean or you go to South America thinking you're gonna find a woman that's gonna cook and that's gonna clean, and you will. But you're gonna get what you're looking for, but not in the way you're like, you understand? You think, and I'm saying this as a Latina. My mom is Haitian Bahamian and my dad is from St. Thomas and his parents are from St. Kitts. Caribbean women are looking for a man, and usually a certain type of man. A type of man that could build a fucking house. A lot of American men can't even change their tires. You think you're gonna travel to South America? You think you're gonna travel to the Caribbean? And a woman is just gonna do what you tell them without you being a man for them, a provider? And I feel like a lot of these men is gonna have a rude awakening. And I've seen like little videos and stuff, like all these people, they get with these girls, and you know, a lot of the times they are younger women, and they be with you for 5, 6, 7 years. They have their kids, they get their family here, and they bounce. I didn't mean to yell. And they bounce. What happened, Coco? Coco came to say hi. And I'm really making sure to emphasize that the problem is not you going to find love. Like, I personally thought the love of my life would be outside of America. I was genuinely convinced. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna travel to, I don't know, Europe. I'm gonna travel to Brazil. I'm gonna travel to, you know, I was convinced that I was not gonna find the person that is my other half in America. Shit, me like, if we're gonna be talking about genders and stuff here, like, you know, y'all ain't just like that one guy said. He was like, just like guys ain't all that, y'all ain't all that too, missy. And then he flipped his hair and started painting his nails. Sassy ass nigga. Anyway, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was just, I meant to do that. I lied. I meant to do that. His sassy ass. I feel like his hair is a hot pink, bitch. You can't touch him. Killing you hoes. I just thought the love of my life would not be here. So I would be hypocritical to be like, why are you going out and you're seeking love? No, there's a difference of going out and falling in love, looking for love, but praying. I hope y'all understand what I was trying to say. Let me know what you guys think about these passport brothers and their praying asses. Especially the ones that go and they seek these younger women knowing what the age of consent is in these countries. and doing that fuck shit. Because a lot of them, I'm not even going to get started. Just let me know what you think about these Passport Brothers. Is this dangerous? Should we, I don't know. Like, should we stop talking about, I don't know. Are they doing something wrong necessarily for looking for love? But let's get into my next segment, Latest Obsessions, where I speak about what I'm obsessed with. So, where should I start? No, okay. All right, I guess I'll start with music. The first song I have for music is Memory by Hojin. I used to listen to this song a lot in high school. The lyrics are, I won't love you like I did the day before, because I've had enough of you, and I know what I want to do. So if I don't come back for you, know that I have found somebody better for me. And if I ever mention something about you, understand you're just a memory to me, to me. Yeah, I'm gonna say puppy love, not to invalidate my feelings back then, but it was like genuine puppy. Well, maybe not. It actually was. It was kind of tea because the guy I liked, right? We had such like tension, but then it turns to find out he was in a polyamorous relationship. I said, sir, we're 15. I didn't know polyamory could be expressed at such a young age. I was ignorant to the fact. Again, I was 15. I didn't fucking know. I was like, what the fuck? What? I was like, so you telling me you got a girlfriend and a boyfriend? He was like, nah, like my girlfriend has a boyfriend. I said, your girlfriend has a boyfriend? I felt like Carisha Carly Dog. I started stuttering and shit. I said, I was like, what the fuck? It was actually tea. Wait a minute. Damn, that was tea. I wonder how that nigga did. No, I don't. That nigga was a piece of shit. Not because he was in a polyamorous relationship, because he was genuinely a piece of shit, guys. Yeah. Next song is Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult. I'm gonna read the lyrics before I get into why this song is on this list. All our times have come, here but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind, the sun, or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand, don't fear the reaper. I found the song, very happy. I was like, ooh, vibes, vibes. But then a painting started following me. Now you might be asking yourself, Kyra, wait, what kind of mystical, freaky shit are you about to get into? You know when you're solo dolo shopping and you're listening to music or like a podcast? At the time, I was listening to this song. So if you guys do want to look up the painting, even though I'm probably going to put it right here. Yeah. The painting is called The Kiss by Gustav Klimt. I hope that's how you say your name. Can I call you Goo? You said put that Stav on there? All right, Gustav. But this painting by Gustav started to follow me around. And I guess like seeing a painting in public isn't necessarily the freaky part. It's the freaky part that every time I listen to this song, maybe I was just blasting the song a lot. So actually, well, it was still freaky that whenever I was listening to this song, I would find this fucking painting. I was scrolling on Instagram, found it. I was in a store, found it. I was in another store and I found it. It was on a different day, a different week. I was like, that's freaky. I feel like at the time, the kiss became like, I don't want to say a sign, but yeah, I guess like a little sign that like something related to love was coming. Now I'm gonna bring up this story. We'll probably get in depth about it on the Patreon. Again, it's not here yet. Don't do that. I was already late last week with the video. Y'all get 2 videos this week, basically, nigga. So it's like, please just. But one day after work, it was like 8 o'clock. I was walking with my good friend because she just got off of work and I just got off of work. And I said, she looked at me, I looked at her. I said, girl, you want to go get something to eat? You want to get something to eat? My feet throbbing. I'm wearing my all black outfit. It's plain. It's ugly. I was like, oh, but I'm hungry. So we go out, we get something to eat. And then after we're like, yeah, let's go for a walk. So we walk in like, it's like a midtown area close to downtown. We're walking past a Salvation Army. I look, I'm like talking to her. I just happen to look and I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's the painting in the Salvation Army in the window. Like, it's not even like it was far away. It was in the window. And when I looked, it was right there. I was like, okay, now this is getting fucking weird. And then I kid you not, I looked at that. I said to my friend, I was like, bitch, the painting that I've been telling you about, that's following me. She looked down. I looked up and I seen a man walking. Right? I ain't tell y'all this, but Middle Eastern men, they love them some Kyra. Nah, they love them some me, nigga. They love them some Kyra. And not the ones that shit on you though. Don't do that. Don't generalize all Middle Eastern men. They ain't all shitty booty. Don't do that. We're gonna speak like this is Kyra's point of view. Damn. Just make sure we're both on the same page. Baby, it's not me speaking. I'm speaking in the point of view of like past Kyra. You know, you're the finest man I ever met. Don't do that. But this man is walking and he was like, you know, one of my types at the time. He's walking. I was like, oh my God, like literally became speechless. I was like, damn. So I'm looking at this nigga. He walking by. He got his hands in his pocket. I'm looking at him. He all black, mind you. Got a scar on his face. Eyes light. I was like, oh my God. My slick ass said, well, damn. When I tell you that nigga turned around so fast and he said, how are you, beautiful? Grabbed my hand and kissed it. I said, is this a Wattpad movie? Bitch, I kid you not. I was like, what? Mind you, my friend is right there. I have to bring her on the podcast because y'all think I'm playing. She was right there. She seen this unfold. She said, oh. He said, oh. Girl, I said, oh. Well, goodness, golly. I said, what the fuck? We exchanged numbers. Hi. Did y'all hear that? Coco was saying hi. She don't sit with me on the podcast anymore, but here's Coco, y'all. Oh, look how pretty you are. I wish you were a lap cat. And then after that, like, we started a little situationship. We ended it because that nigga was crazy. Also, he was 33. I was 20 at the time. And he was like, listen, I'm a grown man. Oh, scared of you, Coco. But he was like, listen, I'm a grown man. Like, I know, like, I'm not playing around. I know what I want. Da 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 da. And I guess I was on my fuck shit because he said that to me several times. I guess I was on my bullshit. But then, like, you know, we split up because he was crazy. But he was a good man. He used to cook for me, all that shit. I was like, okay, yeah. I probably was on my bullshit, but he was a little possessive. But so boom, I was then like, the next time I see this painting, I'm gonna buy it because I think after that situationship with him, I started going into like a little loneliness, depression thing. I was also like experiencing things with my self-worth was the bar was low. The bar was very low. So I said, next time I find this painting, like, I know whenever I see it, like, something romantically happens. And I said, whenever I see this painting again, I'm gonna buy it. 4 to 5 months, I didn't see this painting. Then my job at the time, should I tell y'all? I'm gonna tell y'all. I used to work at Off-White. And at the time we were having a event. I met my current boyfriend, current love of my life, at this job. I kid you not, I went to the store the next day and I found the painting and I bought it. I have an Instagram, and if y'all think I'm playing, I have the Instagram store, and that's what's trippy, because I said, this fucking painting is following me, and I bought it. And again, when I met my boyfriend, it wasn't like, oh, like, I want him. I was definitely interested. He wasn't that interested in me. And not that he wasn't interested, but he was like doing his own thing. So I was like, well, I guess, you know, that he was cute, but I guess it just won't happen. We didn't actually start talking until like 2 months later. 3 months later, actually. Yeah, it was like 3 months. So imagine that. This painting steps into my life, and every time it does, something romantically involved happen. Like, I just thought is that not freaky? In case y'all thought I was playing, that is photo evidence of this painting on my wall in my old apartment. And the song I have attached to it is, of course, Don't Fear the Reaper. The last song I have here is Let's Go to Bed by The Cure. Fires outside in the sky look as perfect as cats. The two of us together again. It's just the same, a stupid game. But I don't care if you don't. And I don't feel if you don't. And I don't want it if you don't. And I won't say it if you won't say it first. This is the type of song, long white socks, big baggy shirt, broom in your hand, you're dancing around and cleaning up your room. There you go. Y'all think I'm playing? Anime. Anime. Okay, discussion. Is it anime if they don't speak Japanese? Is it anime or is it an animation? Because I had this conversation with my friend. I was like, oh, no, this is an anime, right? And they're like, no, it's an animation. Like, they speak English. And I was like, oh, type shit. My bad. But is this person right? Because I need to ask y'all. Because if I'm right and I let that shit slide, I have to double it back and be like, oh, yeah, like, oh, remember that one time? I have to. But if I'm wrong, I'm going to just shut the fuck up and we're going to carry on. But let's talk about Castlevania Nocturne. I finished this anime in a day. And if you don't know, this anime has 2 seasons. So do you know what that means? That means I sat at home on my little bum, and I watched this show for at least like 8 hours. You would have thought I had no job, bitch. And I know a lot of y'all was like, oh, is that why you were late uploading? Maybe, yeah. That's my fault. I should have been editing while I was watching it, but I was genuinely fucking locked in. And I think it was because, as a Haitian girl, I know and I feel and I see that we don't really get much representation in American media. And if we do, last time we did, they said we was eating dogs. Then the other time we did, they said we was eating trees, bitch. So it's like, honest, or they were talking about the earthquake. So it's like, bro, there's never any representation as a Haitian girl in this world. This anime tripped me out because one, I forgot. I don't know why. I just forgot it was a French Revolution. I don't know. I was watching it. This girl started drawing like symbols, and I was like, why that kind of look like voodoo? Also forgot what Haiti used to be called. Bitch, I seen that symbolism, and then I was like, wait a minute. She said Papa Legba, and I fucking flipped my shit. I said, this girl is Haitian. Like, there's no way this girl is Haitian. The way my heart fluttered, I was like, oh my God, we got a Haitian MC, and she's dark skinned, brown skin, fluorescent beige, bitch. It was just representation for me. Now I know the lighting, I look real light in this lighting. I don't know why. I'm probably trying to edit it so that I look my tone, but I look real light. But I'm a deep brown skin girl. I'm not dark skin, but I'm a deep brown skin girl. So seeing someone that was actually close to my skin tone, you know what I mean? And not Zendaya, bitch, that made me so happy. And knowing that she was Haitian, that made me so happy and made me prideful. Like, whenever I seen her fight, I was like, use that fucking power, because we are so powerful spiritually. I said, bitch, you better use that power, especially being a Haitian girl that is very spiritually powerful. And I kind of get uncomfortable sometimes when I do see some shows use like Haitian voodoo for like, oh, they do voodoo, like it's so, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know, Haitian people, you know what I'm talking about when they use voodoo when it fits the storyline, but they use like the bad side of voodoo instead of actually recognizing that voodoo in itself is not what's bad. Black magic is what's bad. People can use voodoo for good and they can also use it for bad. So seeing voodoo being presented as a superhero's power, I said, I have to lock in. So that's my fault. Yes, I do apologize if like watching this show was a genuine reason why I was like a day or two behind. I've just never seen representation for not only my people, but for me in an anime, let alone. I had to take a moment and enjoy this anime, enjoy this victory as a Haitian girl. Castlevania Nocturne, y'all got that one. That's all I gotta say. But let's speak about shows, because I did start a show recently that even I'm disappointed that I kind of like it now. It's called It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Let me read you the description before. Depraved underachieving might look easy, but for the egocentric Mac, Charlie, Dennis, Frank, and Dee, it's an art form. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia follows the gang, the owners of the unsuccessful Patty's Pub, a group of degenerates who love nothing more than to scheme, conspire, and mostly revel in each other's misery. Whether gaming the welfare system, exploiting dumpster babies, pretending to be crippled, impersonating officers, or faking funerals, the gang never stoops too low in the name of making a quick buck. I love how they said all of that, but including being racist. I was introduced to this show by someone that I know, right? And I was like, all right, like, let me start. Like, I heard, like, it's funny, like, you know, it matched my humor. Like, I'll watch it. Bro, first episode freaked me out. Especially, I watched it this month in February. I said, how dare you? How dare you recommend this? The title is The Gang Gets Racist. I said, oh, well, I'm just in for it, aren't I? I said, is this a fucking joke? You gotta be kidding me. Bitch, the first episode, I was like, oh, hell nah. Oh, hell nah. Like, I don't even know. First episode, I was like, oh, no, I gotta contact Dr. Umar, because this shit should not be able. Like, this, how did this, and the thing is, it aired. I was like, who gave the okay? And then I thought to myself, oh, well, the target audience, of course. And you might be wondering, Kyra, what's the target audience? What's the target audience? It's just, it all clicked for me when I thought about that. And then I'm gonna be honest, I was like, yeah, I don't want to watch this. I felt uncomfortable. I was like, damn, I feel like mad uncomfortable. This is some freaky weird, like, you know, like shit. And then I was convinced to watch another episode, and then another one, and then another one. And I was like, okay, well, this shit low-key kind of funny. But when they get racist, that is mad uncomfortable. And then I was told, oh, you're not supposed to like these characters. I was like, good, because I fucking hate them. I hate the characters. And then come to find out the characters that act in the show are actually, you know, the writers. And I was like, oh, y'all just wanted to say nigga. Like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. I just thought about something. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to hold, yeah. Well, it's Black History Month. I should say it. No. I don't know why. This made me think about, y'all know, I don't want to say it because it's kind of controversial, bro. I already fucked up last video because apparently I collabed with a certain group, a certain company, not doing my research, thinking that everything was like all good in the hood and everything was all happy, jolly, happy. And I was like, oh, you know, this would be really good for, you know, my supporters and their mental health. I will never work with that fucking brand again. You got me all types of fucked up. Once I did my research and I was told by my supporters how bad this company, I'm going to take my money that you gave me, my little crumbs that you gave me, my rations that you gave me, and I'm leaving. That's absolutely the opposite of what I stand for. So I cannot work with that company ever again. And you might be asking what company it is. I don't know if I can say it because I ain't get paid yet. And what if they be like, oh, we're not going to pay you? Ooh, we can't do that. I ruined my good name and I ain't got no food in the fuck no. But okay, boom. Well, I was gonna say, I just sometimes get a bit uncomfortable when I see movies made for Black people. And when I say made for Black people, it's like about Black people, about Black culture, Black experiences. And then I say, well, who wrote this? Oh my God, this is beautiful. And it's a white woman with blonde hair. I said, oh my God, what are you talking about? And I really felt it bad. What was it? The Woman King? I really felt it bad when I watched that movie and I was like, oh my God, this is such a beautiful movie. Why do I feel like it was written by a white woman? And then I looked and it was. I said, fuck. I was like, no. I was just kidding. Like, this is an uncanny trope of seeing non-Black people create Black stories that will most likely appeal to Black people and profiting off of these Black stories. It's a trope that makes me uncomfortable. And you might be asking yourself, well, is that's racist? Like, you telling me like white people can't like speak on Black experiences? No. It don't matter how many countries you visit, how many languages you learn. The Black experience is not only unique per Black person, okay? Every Black person experiences a different life. And that's based off of being human, but also where they are, where society is around them. You heard that nigga Lil Wayne say he never experienced racism? It appalls me. I said, what the fuck? What the fuck? How your Lil Wayne with locks died in America that does drugs constantly and you've never experienced racism? That's odd to me. It was because I said, you're right. Okay. And then knowing where he grew up, I said, right. Knowing how he grew up, I said, right. Okay. White. Okay. It's fine. The Black experience is unique. It's different when the Black experience is being, I'm just going to say displayed for Black people by a non-Black person that's making profit off of the Black experience that they themselves have never experienced. I just think that's odd. And I might be fucking up my opportunities acting. I'm not saying I'm gonna become an actress, but I was thinking about it a little bit. I said, should I get into acting? I said I could. Y'all know I used to do musical theater, so I said, I could get back into it. I might do like voice acting and shit. You know, I can go high in love. So maybe that's something I'll do. But I was gonna ask if I'm wrong for feeling that. I'm not. That's my opinion. Cry about it. Like, I don't give a fuck. I just don't feel comfortable with white people profiting off of Black experiences. Let's get into my last segment, Pillow Talks, where I talk about listener confessions. This person said, hello, I've been listening to your podcast for a while. Hi, YouTube. Oh, guys, say hi back. That was cute. I'll write this somewhat Reddit style. You know, we're not just on YouTube, right? We on Spotify too. I just wanted to say that. You know, just putting that out there. Okay. Sorry for it being long. I, male 18, still sometimes think about my ex-situationships I had. A lot of times it's with boys who are not only experiencing their first relationship, more like situationships, in parentheses, but also their first queer relationship in general. Ooh, due to that, a lot of internalized homophobia. Ooh, I tend to present more androgynous and get attracted to boys who present more masculine than me. Tell me honestly, am I wrong for feeling that? I feel due to what I am attracted to, I always end up with men who are very insecure. Or is it due to my insecurity that attracts the same people back? Do other more femme presenting people experience men more negatively when it comes to dating? Question mark. I'll try my best to give advice, but if anyone else would like to as well, that would be, greatly appreciated, especially if you can relate to their situation more than I can. My mom told me something a while back when I had the sickness of yearning situationships, especially one that like really fucked with my head last year. She said, on a calendar, because I had a calendar, and every morning I'd wake up and I'd write X, or I'd draw a smiley face, or I'd write something. And she said, how you have your calendar and you go and you X out the day? I said, okay, what are you talking about, lady? She said, and I will most likely never forget it, if you can't go back to that day, why are you going back to these niggas? I said, Rasclat, what do you mean? It didn't lock into my mind until I was like, oh. She said, why are you going back to these niggas you already crossed out of your life? Is what she was trying to say. But she said it was like, oh, if you already crossed the day. Actually, she was cooking. I was just being stupid. But with this being said to me, and with me finally understanding what she meant, once you begin to recognize your self-worth and you put yourself first and you prioritize your mental health and your peace, when you subtract these certain type of people that don't align with this lifestyle that you're bringing in, there is a reason you're doing it, 1. And 2, you have to remember the reason you are missing this person is because of most likely the good times or the potential that you thought they had. Let me repeat it again because I had to say this. I keep pulling this up, but like nothing's falling out. I just be scared because I'm like, oh, if I lean over and my titty fall out, I'm gonna get demonetized. Once I acknowledged my self-worth and I stopped manifesting, because it's what you're doing. You're putting thought and intention into what you used to receive rather than putting your thought and intention into what you want. You see how that works? That's all the advice I really can give that you can take something away from, because I've seen myself in that situation and I've also seen myself get out of it, but it took my effort and my help to get myself out of that mindset of yearning. We're both young. I'm saying this as a young person to another young person. I only got a couple of years above you, so I ain't old, nigga. I ain't auntie. I'm big sis on here. I'm big sis for y'all niggas. So it's like, if I'm giving this advice, I'm giving some real ass advice. If no one around you has given you some real ass advice, take it from me. But thank you so much for watching this episode. It was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of fun recording this episode. I usually do have fun recording these episodes because I'm just talking shit and y'all just listening. You love it here, don't you, girl? But I hope my corset moving around didn't disturb you too much. And the airplanes and trains that are by my house, they're just everything which is falling on this video. But I said, we have to prevail. What does prevail mean? Hold on. But thank you so much for watching this episode. Take care, brush your hair, and wash that motherfucking derriere, girl. Wash your ass.